Hey guys, let me tell you about my first night in Christendom. So, I don't hear too much. I think they took my neck brace off, which clinches, it's like a brace that clamps my skin's real tight around my neck and head. And that reason is to cut down on the voices, because they're all talking in my innocence here. And it comes up and I can hear them. Well, this cuts it down by like 80%. This neck brace thing they gave me. I think they took it off. But anyway, I fall asleep and I head into a dream, and I'm with my boss, and my boss is a prick. Anyways, he's like, "Come with me." And so I'll go, and he walks me, and we're in like a downtown building, like, downtown civic center type shit, government building or something. And he takes me through there, and he takes me through the stairway, and I go up 2 levels, and he starts taking me to the left. There's windows on the left, and below the windows is a little street and a rushing river. Anyway, he takes me I walk down along this thing, and then we come to one of those bridges where you walk across to another building. It's a bridge where you walk across to another building. And he takes me in a door on the side, not an official door like in offices and stuff, but this is like a work where people work. And he takes me through there, and it's like a little secret place that he stashes his stuff at work in this building. So it's like cocaine or something, I think. And he goes, "Hey, you want to buy some of this shit?" And I go, "What is it? And he goes, "Come on." And so he grabs his bag and he goes out on top of the walkway, and we're outside on top of the walkway that crosses the river. And right beside me, about 2 stories high, 3 stories high, is a river. And it's on the left and the right, and we're on this walkway that goes across. Anyway, he's going. So we're inside, just inside, but the door is open to the outside of the walkway. And he goes, "Here, take a look." And he pulls out 3 hockey pucks, right? Because I just got done watching a hockey game, Battle of Ontario, which is Ottawa and the Leafs, or Leafs and Ottawa, and we beat them. I'm happy. So he's got 3 hockey pucks, and there's the names. Like, kids trade hockey pucks at the arenas, and when they go play hockey and stuff. And that's what I did when I was a kid. I used to trade hockey pucks and pins and stuff with other teams that are from different parts of Ontario and stuff. And he goes, "Hey, look at these pucks. How much you want for them?" And I'm looking at him. I go, "Well," he's really demanding. He goes, "I'll take $30." And I go, "No way. They're not worth $2 a piece." And I go, the name on it is all scratched off. You can't even tell who the home puck is for, right?" And he's looking at it. He goes, "All right." And I go, I'll give you. And I just figured I'd give him $5 for each puck or something like that. There was 3 pucks, so it's like $15. And he's like, "I don't know, man, $15, blah, blah, blah." Dude, I can fucking go to the hockey arena and get 400 of these. I go, "I need the name on it." And I go, "I don't know, I don't care. What is that?" And then we're outside. We go walking outside, and we're on the walking path. Or not the path, the fucking bridge thing. The people walk to the other building, and it's totally enclosed, but we're on top. And all of a sudden, this other guy comes, his buddy. And he goes, "Hey, what you doing? Hey, man, what you doing?" And this guy's like a suit and tie guy. But he's one of them hurdy-gurdy men where he wears a pink shirt, and he's got the crew cut hair, and he's like an executive or something. But he's like, beef eating golf pro or some fucking thing. And I looked at him, I'm like, oh fuck. Also, I'm standing next to him, and I'm holding the puck, and I'm looking at him, and the guy's standing here next to me, and I hook up to him, I just feel him out. And he's talking to my boss, and about if he wants to buy some hockey pucks. So this other guy, this bigger guy, brought some hockey pucks to sell to my boss, who's selling them to me. And I'm looking at the stuff I got. He's talking to my boss. I hook up to the bigger guy, and my boss is smaller than me. But this bigger guy, I hook up to him, and all I see is him killing. Like when I hook up to him, I feel like a dark pit, and he gets off on killing people. So one of the movies called smut movies or snuff films, he watches like snuff films and gets off on it. And all I feel is he's done this about 3 or 4 times with other people. I felt it. And I'm looking right in his heart, and I had this impression of like a dark pit, and he needs to fill it. And she's talking shit with my boss, and all of a sudden I reach for my knife, and I ain't got it. And all of a sudden I'm thinking, okay, he's going in the river right now. I'm going to fucking throw him in the river. But I'm in a bad position. And all of a sudden I start waking up. I can feel myself coming out. I'm waking up. And I'm thinking of my kids. This guy's going to kill my kids. And all of a sudden I just fucking grab him, and I grab him. I lunge at him, and I grab him. And he goes, hey man, I know what we can do. And he was going to throw me into the river. That's what the plan was. I forgot to tell you that. So anyway, I go to lunge, and I lunge at him, and I was going to trip him and push him in the river to kill him. And then I could take care of the little fuck. But as I did that, I started waking up, and I didn't trip him because I was losing my dream space. And so I just grabbed him, and we both went in the river. And then as I was falling down, I grabbed his throat, and we hit the river, and I'm holding on to his throat, and I'm holding him down like this, and we're swirling around because it's a rapids river, and we're all and all of a sudden I saw we were rushing down the river, and all of a sudden I saw a cement thing where it was like a dam, but the water was going over it, so it was like a slow dam. And I grabbed the slow dam, I got hung up on the slow dam. Buddy went down. I think he went to drown. I don't know what happened to him. I'm hanging on to that, and all of a sudden I'm going, Jesus fucking Christ, help me out here. And Greg's like, hold on, just fucking hold on, I'll get you. All of a sudden I go, I think I can do it. All of a sudden I go, let go and rise up, let go and rise up. And so I let go, and I started rising up out of the river, but I was so pumped and on the reality of where I was, it was so hard for me to rise up. And all of a sudden I felt someone grab the back of my shirt, and I grabbed his arm, and he pulled me out. And that was my first dream in Christendom. My first lesson dream, teaching me how to fight. And so I woke up, I'm talking to Christ, and I go, was the first guy a bad guy too? And he goes, yeah. And I go, I felt like you. I go, the first bad guy felt like you, so that's why I didn't kill him. And all he was trading was hockey pucks. And then I realized, oh shit, that was the deflection. Because it was actually probably fucking cocaine or something, right? But still, that didn't qualify for a fucking death sentence to me. But I guess it does to him. I don't know. I'm living here in the illusion. I'm living in the reality, right? And the second guy, I hooked up to him. Like, my boss was a rotten son of a bitch. And he's old cocaine. He's a prick. Nasty guy. But this guy, when I looked into his soul, I saw the beast, man. And I asked Chris, I go, I felt him, I looked into his fucking spirit, or whatever it was. And I go, all I can describe is the beast. And he goes, yep, you gotta feed the beast, don't you? Don't they? And I'm like, you goddamn right. And that's what they were gonna do with you. And I go, I know. And I go, the reason I didn't fight him was because I was coming out, I was waking up. So the only thing I could do was grab him and do a suicide run in the river, right? And make sure I take him out. I might die in the process, but I didn't. And that was it. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, now you know what we deal with every day. And I'm like, holy shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this is a lot more better. This is a lot more fun than doing it. I go, so there's two things that screwed me up. I go, you took my neck brace off, didn't you? And he goes, yeah, it could have hampered your thing, your fight. And I'm like, yeah, well, it woke me up in the middle. I was just getting ready to take out the big guy when I started waking up and my fucking kids were screaming. And they took me off what I was doing, and I started waking up because they were screaming. And that's what screwed me up. And I just grabbed the guy, and we both went in the river. And he goes, okay, well, live and learn. And I go, yeah, I got to leave my neck brace on. And I go, for now. I go, I won't be on forever, but you got to keep it on for now. I go, no, and I realized, I go, the hockey pucks, so. And he goes, you were trading hockey pucks? I'm going, yeah. And he goes, well, it's supposed to be cocaine or drugs or something. But he goes, that's okay. And I go, well, the hockey pucks were like a distraction because I'm into hockey. So the hockey pucks were a distraction, but they didn't distract me. Right? And he goes, that's cool. He goes, and I go, so it's like a distraction that I had to overcome. Like physical, like people like shiny things like crystals and rocks and shiny diamonds and stuff. Well, that's a distraction to what's really going on around you. So I broke through the distraction and I looked at the guy's soul and I saw the beast and I knew I had to fucking kill this guy, and I was just about to when I started waking up from my kids screaming, and that's where I screwed up. And he goes, oh, you passed. He goes, you did the right thing. But he goes, you didn't have to die. You could have just thing. And I go, yeah, you took my knife away. And he goes, no, it wasn't even an option. He goes, it wasn't even an option in this because you were at work. He goes, you were at work at the office. And that's why we never let you have it. You had to take care of it a different way. And there's different ways you could have taken care of it. You could have taken care of it in the car tunnel, or you could have taken care of it in the office building by throwing them down the stairs. Or you could have thrown them in a river. Or you could have, there was a bunch of different options you had from the point you saw the guy to where you ended up. All those different places we specifically put in there to where you could take this guy out. But you didn't realize this guy was to be taken out until the beast showed up. And I'm like, yeah, that's what did it. And as soon as I saw that dark black well, the beast, I knew that I had to take him out. And I go, the little guy, I thought he was you. I thought he was you. And he goes, well, yeah, okay, I'll have to fix that. So, yeah, anyway. Not that he was a bad guy, but it felt like a boss. Because in the dream, he was my boss. And now I'm in Christendom, and it's sort of like he's my boss. He's not my boss, but he's training me, right? So, there you go. That was my first lesson in Christendom. And he goes, oh, we ain't even started. He goes, you got so many lessons to go through. You'll be the rest of your life going through these things. I'm like, cool. Not every night, but, they'll give me breaks and stuff. And he was setting me up for another one, but I woke up and I made this. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was wide awake. Whole 3 hours of sleep tonight. Fuck. I'll go back to sleep around 6 o'clock for a couple hours. Then he asked me, this is cool. He asked me, he goes, oh, your picture's coming. And I go, what do you mean my pictures? And my kids go, reverse speech. Or my innocent said, the reverse speech? He goes, yeah. And I go, well, I found out that the scientists confirmed a cover-up, but he didn't admit to anything else in the reverse speech. So I made it short. And he goes, a cover-up on UFOs? And I'm like, yeah, extraterrestrial. He goes, yep, fucking people. And I told him about John Benet Ramsey. And he goes, John Benet Ramsey. And he goes, oh yeah, the girl that got murdered. And he goes, He goes, CIA covered up the hit. And I'm like, yep. I go, you know? And he goes, what do you think we fucking deal with here? I'm like, okay. These guys are just like a bunch of soldiers. Anyway, they're nice soldiers. They got compassion, so that's nice because their voices are like, it kind of freaks me out from past abuse when I first started out with that Archon thing. Anyway, that's my first night, first dream in the illusion in Christendom. So I'm in one of those simulations, gun shooting simulations that you put me in, and identify the bad guy and kill him. Level 1. Just like a video game. You know how you gotta do the tests of video games? Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. It's like, you know what I mean. Anyway, it's like that. Alright, guys. Christendom. So if you got some serious rage against demons and bad things, serious rage against bad things like demons and bad murdering people, and you want them all done, take it out in Christendom. Just ask Christ, take me to Christendom. I'll tell you as much as I can. And that was my first night, so it's not a bad place to be, man. It's just basically like, I'm assuming I've never been in the army or any of that here on Earth, but it's pretty much just like that, but a lot better. At least it is for me, but if that's what you want to do. You want to tell Christ, work my way to Christendom. Now there's every other thing else in Christendom too. Everything else in Christendom. But I'm doing the soldier thing because Mom keeps putting me in these fucking places where bad guys are. Like the laser blaster, the guy that almost killed me. So when I'm out gallivanting, I'll have a sword. I ain't seen nothing. They ain't gave me nothing yet. And so I'm out gallivanting. I have a sword, and I come across bad guys. I just fucking let out the signal. Christ, take care of this fucker. All right, later, guys.